I have a rare weekend to myself, and I thought I'd just spend it on Loch Lomond. Hi, I'm John from The Great Explorer. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to camp on the islands of Loch Lomond. Stay tuned. Loch Lomond has 27 islands. Of the 27, 3 are in the care of conservation agencies, 2 are in the care of the Scottish National Trust, and 1 is a nature reserve, and unfortunately the rest are all privately owned. Thankfully, the parking at Milrocky Bay, which was free, has its own put-in point. In fact, I parked within 20 feet of the small beach. The beach was absolutely packed, as well as the car park. In fact, the RNLI were there to make sure the wild swimmers weren't getting too rowdy. Anyway, as I'm paddling along, we've seen one of the first islands. It's that one there. Obviously, you can't camp on. It is exceptionally private. Someone's built a couple of houses on it as well, which is quite nice. We are paddling past Carnick Hill, which I haven't done yet actually. The islands that have houses are obviously no camping islands. I wouldn't even chance my arm. However, most islands don't have houses. Following the same rules with normal wild camping, pitch late, leave early, and if asked to move, just apologise and move. This is my 3rd trip to Loch Lomond, and I've yet to run into any problems. Now, Loch Lomond is obviously a tourist magnet, so with that in mind, camping spots will get taken, but this is kayak camping, where supply outstrips demand, even in these honeypot locations. Hiya! Right, we're heading towards that island ahead, because there's an island I want to camp on. Let's see if we can get there. We'll park under this big oak tree. Here, because that is a fire scar, a very small, considerate fire scar. This is right beside that big island that I said was private with the houses on. It's only small, it's very small in fact. It looks like it's mostly used by birds. Trying to see if there's any camping spots. You probably just pitch a tent there though. You might get swamps in the morning. That is a spectacular view. Look at that, man. Thumbnail worthy. Absolutely gorgeous. So probably a decent day spot there, you know. If you weren't camping, you've just come for the day. That's a nice spot. Overlooking that. I mean, you could. That would be a decent view for the day. Maybe it's not. Probably it's more leaning towards not. However, this is a very pretty little island. It is tiny. I probably just walked all the way around it in less than 2 minutes. There you go. I've walked around the entire island in less than 4 minutes. So unfortunately that island doesn't have the neat things I need for a camping island. As pretty as it is, and it is very pretty. Yeah, I can't stay there, not for the night. When I'm picking a camping island, the things I need are access to fresh water. It had that, obviously, it had a lot of it. For me personally, I need 2 trees of about regular man's bicep thickness, so I can hang my hammock up at a decent distance apart. That didn't have it. A decent view, which is not that important, but obviously if I'm coming camping I want that too. And that's it really. Firewood maybe, but didn't have the trees. It was a bit too close to the water. Felt like any time a decent wave could come and wipe the whole island out, to be honest. Yeah. This is what you have to deal with on Loch Lomond though. Bloody speedboats. This is the island I want. This is the island I had pinned on my map at home. Buckinch is Gaelic for Island of Goats, but thankfully they've all gone now. Situated northeast of Inchcrewan Island, it's one of the 2 islands under the Scottish National Trust, and it's my destination for today's camping spot. So I've been on the island and I've found a spot. It's far enough away from the other campers, and it's a bloody good spot too. And a lovely view of Ben Lomond. So I'm moving the boat to there to get my spot for the night. Home sweet home. Lovely little landing. Ben Lomond in the background. So after hauling all my gear up, I've changed my mind again. I was going to do that tree there to that tree there, but that tree there is going to be interfering with my top. So I wasn't too sure about that. But then, that tree there, which is the same tree, to that one, is perfect. It's literally perfect. Huge open space. I've still got a view of the water. We're going to go with those 2 trees. Shouldn't take long. Get me top up. Alright, and so that's the top set up. I'm using it in the envelope configuration, which is the vast majority of it is on the back, and there's a tiny little lip there. It's attached via bungee cord so it doesn't rip. I've also attached this one to my boat. That way, if someone tries to steal a boat, I'll get woken up. I've actually got a decent top set up. I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy. Right, let's get the hammock up. So my new hammock is a 1-wind. After one of my previous videos, I think it was Loch Lomond, I had a bit of a gripe because my old hammock was bust. It's quite old. It was bust. Someone reached out to me and said, "John, I've actually got just the hammock for you, which matches your old Woodsman X." So we talked a bit, some coins of the realm was exchanged, and I got this, and actually this is the first time I'm going to use it, and I've had this for a good long while now. Oh. That's it all set up. I've looked around the island. This island is really big, and I know I haven't got it to myself today. It's large enough to share. It really is big. It appears there's a lot of dead standing trees around, and there's a lot of dead trees here, but there's also a lot of mushrooms. I don't think I've seen as many mushrooms on one island before, and because of that, everything that's dead is already rotten. The decomposition of what's happened on this island is super fast. I mean, there's literally mushrooms everywhere. Loads of different species as well. Really pretty orange ones, besides some little white ones. I'm not even going to pretend I know what they are. It's a really nice island, and it's owned by the Scottish National Trust, so you can camp here and no one can kick you off. I'm in Loch Lomond. It is the start of September. Kids aren't fully back to school yet. I managed, despite the fact that all the shoreline was full of campers, I managed to find that golden spot there. Not hardly any issue at all. Kayak camping is the way forward. And this island could be yours for the night if you just paddle. So I'm sitting here overlooking Loch Lomond, staring at Ben Lomond on a setting sun, waiting for my water to boil for my dinner. I'm trying to think of anything else that you might want to know. I've told you where to park. I've told you the wood situation. There isn't any. Camping is plentiful. Water, there's a lock around you, freshwater lock around you, which is where I've just collected my water from. Why aren't you here? That's the only question I've got now. Why are you not here? When you could be sat here looking at that. Look how pretty that is, man. What a view. It's been really nice. The bugs are starting to come out now though, so I'm about to retire to my hammock. Finish this audiobook, which is about islands actually. Anyway, good night. One last look at this beautiful place. Good night. Morning campers. Mixed bag on the sleep. Hammock camping for some reason lends itself to lots of wheeze in the middle of the night. Or maybe it's just because I'm old, I don't know. But other than that, it was a decent night. Warm, plenty warm. Let's get camp bashed down. Let's get some breakfast. Let's get some coffee on the go. And then get back on the water. This is what the island looks like this morning. So it's just gone 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna get this coffee down. I've got some porridge in there as well. And then we're gonna paddle on. There's an island just around the corner that I actually want to visit. It's got wallabies on. Coffee in hand. I'll show you a bit more of the island for camping spots. We've got mine, which is right next to some landing spots. So a couple of spaces for tents, easy. More spaces for a tent there. Again, more spaces, a lot more spaces there for a tent. More landing spots there as well. So yeah, plenty of places for you to camp the night. Or spend the night at least. Quick skirt round. As you can see, I've left no trace. Please, when you're visiting these islands, leave no trace. The only reason people tolerate us doing these things is because we leave no trace. So any bits of rubbish have all been cleared up. There's a little bit of rubbish left on that tree from somebody previously camping, which I've also cleared away. So I'm going one better. But other than my stuff I'm about to put on, and the boat I'm about to put in the water, nothing here for me. A pretty little island. I like that island, very nice. Anyway, we're gonna paddle off into that distance there to find Wallaby Island. That wall of fog there is the island. It's like it's got its own like defence system, you can barely see it. Before we get to the island, the chance of seeing these things is quite slim. It's a big island and there's only 8 of them. However, if you don't try, you definitely won't do it. So I think there's a landing point just ahead of us. Once we get on the island, it's In order to maximise our chance of seeing these wallabies, I thought I'd try and remain as quiet as possible. However, the brush was so dense and so high that it was proving to be very difficult. Every now and then I would just stop and listen, hoping my ears would pick something up my eyes would not. There's a little kid over there. There's some campers just over there too. So the point of me being quiet is probably redundant now. There's so much noise on this side. So I'm going to head further in. I was seeing signs of other life on the island though, but unfortunately I wasn't hearing anything. I did get excited as I saw a large brown mass run close by me. It was either a deer or a wallaby. However, I didn't see it long enough to tell you with certainty what actually it was, but it was fast. Other than that one flash, which I'm not too sure what was. It was big. Could have been a wallaby, it could have been a deer. It's a muscat. I haven't even seen or heard anything else. A lot of tree rats, a lot of wasps, but that's it. Except for these, you've got to use your ears. I'm just not hearing anything. Not a sausage. I was there for a long while actually, probably 2 hours. I've walked the vast majority of the island, cleared up someone's litter from a camp, bumped into a few people, perhaps saw one, perhaps it was a fallow deer. Nothing, absolutely nothing. I'll come back and do this again actually though, because clearly there's camping here. So I'm wondering if, you know, come autumn, winter maybe, when the leaves are down, might get better luck. But I didn't even hear them. And most of the guys said use your ears rather than your eyes. I didn't hear a damn thing. I heard a lot of tree rats, a lot of grey squirrels, birds. Nothing else. Paddling conditions don't get much better than that. They really don't. Not gonna lie, I feel a bit upset that I didn't get to see them. I gave it a bloody good go. I did the vast majority of the island. The only bit I didn't do is because there were so many campers there that I didn't think they would be there. Look at that, man. Does it get prettier than that? That's Ben Lomond there. We're about 100 metres away from the car now. So I'm going to sign off. Thank you very, very much for watching. If you have any questions about how to camp on that island that I've missed off this video, please let me know in the comments and I'll see if I can answer them. Worst case scenario is I'll put it in the next video that I do about islands, because I did that for the last one. Anyway, thank you for watching. Stay safe. Cheers guys. Goodbye.